Sup losers, I'm back with another video. I know you missed me, or I missed me, because I'm talking to myself right now. I told myself last video that there's no way 5 people would watch this, and of course 5 people didn't. And the reviews that are on the video are, I think, for myself, because I watched the video, or I just high-speed scrubbed over it to make sure that it had everything that was intended and that made the final cut. But yeah, one thing about it, this is really weird, because I'm talking to myself right now, in a room, by myself. So basically, I could say whatever I want to, right? With no repercussions. So technically, not that I'm going to, but I could say the N-word. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Kidding. I didn't wake up in Chris Brown's body, so I can't just say it whenever I want to. But that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Imagine you waking up in Chris Brown's body. Honestly, I don't think I'd like that. Being dead ass. Because he has a kid, all the controversy surrounding him. He has a lot of money, but I bet people are trying to fuck with him on and off, just because he's rich. Yeah, personally, wake up in Chris Brown's body, not on my agenda, never wanted to be. Anyways, I have another story time for you guys. Woo, 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 woo. I know you guys are excited. Excited as I am, duh. This is a story of how me and 2 of my friends got banned from all Walmarts around the US, or around the world actually, for life. I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not sure if I have permission to tell this. I guess the legal document right beside me that I'm gonna go over and once I get to that part. I don't know if I'm crossing any guidelines or boundaries, but I guess we'll find out. So this was actually, this wasn't too long ago. Okay, so the story starts with me and a couple of my friends. I'm not going to call them by their real names just for privacy. I'm not telling any of my friends about this channel. Not that it matters, and I'm sure they wouldn't care if I did, but I just want to see how far I can go without telling anybody. That's actually a really bad idea. Obviously, I'm not going to gain any traction by doing that, but I don't know. I just want to see if any people naturally catch on and genuinely like my content. So if you do, I guess subscribe. I don't ask for subscribers or anything, but if it makes sense. And a comment, I guess, you'd be the first one. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So let's get started. So me and 2 of my friends, I'm going to call one of them Will and one of them Derek. So me, Will, and Derek decided one day, we got back from college, we hadn't seen each other in a while, so we're gonna hook up and have some fun, mob around town, do whatever. I live in a small town, so there's not much to do here, but one fun thing is to just go into Walmart, people watch, fuck around, do whatever. So that's what we decided to do. So what Derek had in mind is really weird, but he's always been talking about building a fort for some reason. I'm not sure if he means going back home, getting blankets, and legit building a fort. But he wanted to do that for some reason. But I think what he had in mind is building a toilet paper fort or a diaper fort in Walmart. Because those YouTube videos that were trending probably, I don't know, a couple years ago of these popular YouTubers going in Walmart doing 24-hour challenges and rearranging the toilet paper section to where it creates a fortress to where no one can see you, but you stay in there for, and I guess all night, and you put dog beds and fucking TVs and shit in there. Yeah, well, people did that, and that was hella popular. I guess it was all part of the 24-hour challenge. Anyways, Derek thought it would be a great idea to, okay, I'll be honest, we had done it a couple years before. It was pretty fun, to be honest. It gave us something to do, and it was kind of exciting because, the coworkers would be like, what the fuck, what's going on right now? As a whole, we're probably in there for about 2 hours. So first, obviously, we make our rounds, we go around the entire Walmart, and we end up at the toilet paper section. And of course, we immediately start rearranging them. We all 3 get inside, and then we start making our 3-story hotel. And when I mean 3 stories, it was literally the rack had 3 stories on it. We only got to 2 though, but if we had enough time and we wouldn't have gotten caught, then we could have made 3 stories. Anyways, we continue building. We're yeah, let's go explore and let's look around somewhere else. So we walk over into the baby diaper section, which is, I don't know, 50 feet to the right of the toilet paper section. We go in there, we start rearranging. We actually get some dog beds, and we put the dog beds in there, and then we sit in there, chill, and then we started talking, vibing, and people would walk by, but there's also little girls and kids walking around, and the kids were eye level with us while we're sitting down behind the wall of diapers. So we'd make awkward eye contact, and the baby's eyes would get big and just stare at us with a blank face, and then turn around and run back to her mom. She wouldn't say anything or snitch on us because we ain't no snitches out here. So we start messing around with the diaper fort for probably about 30 minutes, and the thought never came into our minds about all the video cameras across Walmart and people being in the little server room looking at us through their monitors. Because once you think about it, who just sits in the server room staring at the triple monitor setup like a Spy Kids Next Door movie, watching every person in every step to see if anything suspicious happens? Then when something does happen, they get out of there, go berserk with their guns, and fucking lock down Walmart. Later on, we get tired of the diaper floor. We go about 2 rows over, about 2 rows parallel to the row that we were on, into this, I don't even know, it was like cardboard boxes with like, I don't know, baby strollers in them, and just stuff you find at IKEA that would normally be cheap. And this is really low. It's like basically on the ground, but it's on a metal pallet instead. So we start rearranging those like a little maze, and then we eventually get in there. We kind of make some noises, but we had already been there for probably nearly 2 hours. So if anybody had seen anything, and I mean, workers were staring at us throughout the night. So, word gets out, goes through the grapevine, comes back to the manager, something's going to happen. So we get in there deep, and it's all 3 of us. It's me, Will, and Derek. Derek is doing most of it, honestly. Like, he's doing most of the work of, like, building, putting walls up, because, like, he actually wants to do this. Me and Will are just chilling there, like, why am I here? Like, why have we not left yet? But anyways, he's keen on getting this fortress built, so in case of a zombie apocalypse, we won't be left stranded. We all 3 get in there, and then I'm the last person in, so therefore I'm the closest person to the quote-unquote door that we made. So I get the cardboard box, and I put it snug between the other 2 to act as a wall. I'm the last person in. I close our quote-unquote door, this cardboard box, snug between the other 2 boxes, and you can see out a little bit. Like, there's a little bit where you can, see your surroundings. So there's cracks in the fortress, so technically zombies could get through. But anyways, about 5 minutes passes, and we hear, and I'm like, oh no. So this big Humpty Dumpty looking ass, big black dude, not, that race matters, I'm just giving context because he was kind of intimidating. He and I guess he had a squad of like 2 others. He goes, what the fuck you guys doing in there, huh? Get out of here. So then I got to get out first. It's kind of awkward because he stares at me first. And I have some facial hair, so he probably knows I'm, kind of old, and I'm, shouldn't be doing this because it's pretty fucking stupid. But I get out there, he stares at me. I kind of pushed my package over, but when he came up, he was throwing out cardboard boxes like it was nothing. Baby strollers flying everywhere, like digging through. He was the big zombie in this sense, but he had already eaten 3 people, so we were trying to save our lives. I go out first, then it's Will, and then it's Derek last, because Derek was obviously the one who actually wanted to do this, so he was the first one in, which means he was the deepest because he had been doing the most maintenance back in there. So all 3 of us get out. He says some words like, what the fuck you guys doing? How old are you? So then Will looks at me, and Will goes, 17. Then he goes, how old are you? 17. Obviously, I don't look 17. Realistically, I'm almost 9. I'm 18 right now, but my friend Derek is 19. Will's also 18. But we end up all saying 17, partially because we're not adults, or like we claim we're not adults, so therefore he can't actually give us, I don't know, time in jail. I mean, I think tampering with the store's products maybe, and possibly damaging them, which, I mean, we definitely didn't. Being underage helped us a lot in the situation, and obviously he's fucking stupid, and he didn't ask for IDs or anything yet, so he believed we were 17. So then he escorts us back to, like I was joking in the beginning, he brings us back to the server room. Will is in front with him, and then me and Derek are in the back, and we actually look at each other, and I look at Derek, and I go, dude, like, should we dip, like, back to the car? Like, it'd be easy to just fucking run on out of there, because I don't know, like, at this point, I don't know if he's escorting us out of the Walmart, or he's going to bring us to the manager. I don't know what's happening, but he ends up bringing us back to this side door that's locked on the side, kind of like once you enter a Walmart, there's this weird door that you think is like a maintenance closet or something, but it turns out to be a server room, and there's 3 chairs in there, like they've been waiting for us. So we all 3 sit down, and it's exactly what you would imagine. It's a server room, the triple monitor set up. The monitors have the rule of thirds, so it's split into 9 screens with all the different cameras. So it's got 27 like little boxes with all the cameras across the entire Walmart, wires and PC going everywhere. And there's 2 other dudes in the room, along with us, not kids but workers that were accompanying the Humpty Dumpty looking ass. So once we've sat down, he looks at us and he goes, "Who the fuck are you, huh? Where's your IDs? Do you have any form of IDs?" And I go, no. Obviously, I had my wallet in my pocket. And then Will goes, no, I don't have anything. And then, of course, Derek, since technically he got us into the situation, he gets out his wallet and he gives him his ID. He goes behind this curtain, photocopies his ID, And once I see that, I'm just like, you are not getting hold of my wallet. This is my property, which I guess they could have searched us technically since we're on their property. They have the right to do that. But yeah, I wasn't going to try to and expose myself. But anyways, he starts asking us questions about like why we're here, if we had bought anything. And he's like, do you even have any money with you? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I got my wallet. And at this point, he should have realized, like, yo, like, let me look at your wallet. Because I said I had my wallet, and obviously I have my ID in my wallet, but he was pretty fucking stupid. He didn't catch on. And Will said the same thing. So he's like, do you have any form of identification? So Will says he has a Facebook, and I say I have an Instagram. He's like, let me see it. But like, he just skips and keeps on talking about other things, so he never really got a chance to see it. So he starts asking us other questions about like if we're going to college and all this stuff. And obviously we're blatantly lying to his face because we're not actually 17. We're already in college, finished our first semester. So we're telling him what school we go to. We say our old high school, where we want to go. So, and then he starts to calm down a little bit. He's realizing like we didn't fucking do anything or disturb the Walmart or any of their products. I mean, maybe hindering business, but at the same time, no, we weren't. He asks all of us, he's like, yo, you playing sports? So he looks at Will. He's like, yeah, I play baseball. He looks at Derek. He's like, yeah, I play soccer. And he looks at me. Yeah, I play basketball. And he's like, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty good. And I thought about saying, yeah, I'm better than you. I didn't want to push his buttons. And he's like, how long you been playing? I was like, about 4 years. And he's like, you start? It's like, yeah, I've been starting for a couple years now. He's like, good. And then he starts giving us some fucking bullshit life advice. Like, you know, college is going to see this. And I mean, if I mark you up and I put you in the system, I mean, you might not be going anywhere. You'll be losing scholarships over this. And he starts tapping his head like he's smart or some shit. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. No one's going to fucking see this. So he sets the printed ID on the table in front of us. The room is pretty small, so the chairs were against one wall and the PC and monitor setup was against the other. And he goes back behind the curtain again. He prints out some more papers, and this time it's the restriction from property form, which I have right in front of me, actually. So I'll put that on the screen. And he hands all of us his document, and he's like, sign it, blah, blah. He gives us information about it, and I was the first one to sign it, and I had the pen in my hand. I was staring at the paper. It took me about 5 seconds before I put the pen on paper, and I was about to write an alias, like a fake name. I was about to write Jimmy Parker. Like, oh, I don't know why I didn't. I was about to, but I was like, fuck, if he actually asks to see my ID, which he had done before, but he didn't actually tell me to pull it out and give it to him. I just told him I did. So just in case, I just put my real name. I'm going to blur it out. Not that it matters, but I'm going to blur out like the address and his signature and whatnot, just because I don't know if I'm legally allowed to show this. So yeah, I mean, I read a little bit of it. Basically what it's saying is they can prohibit us from entering the property, and they have determined that we've engaged in conduct sufficient to necessitate limiting our access to Walmart property, that we are no longer allowed on the property or any subject to Walmart's control, so any Walmart. And this includes, but not limited to, all the Walmart retail stores. And if I ignore it, then they do have the right to, I guess, charge me with trespassing. So I guess I couldn't end up on jail, which, I mean, I have gone to Walmart since then. And they signed the date, which was not too long ago, because I'm filming this, it's the 30th, I think. Yeah, about a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm banned from all Walmarts for life. And then he eventually talks to us more about it. He tells us to just get the fuck out of his office and go on with our day. So thank you, Derek, for my early Christmas present. I appreciate that. So moral of this story, I suggest just don't take your friend's stupid advice, or rather don't do trendy things on YouTube that were cool 2 years ago. It might not be cool now. But this forum looks like something you'd get off Google Images. I mean, obviously we said we're a minor, so we're under 18. So it says signature of parent or guardian. Okay, what do you want me to do? Go home and have my mom sign it and then bring it back to you that I'm not even allowed on property so you can arrest me? And it says signature of witness. Okay, don't want to find a random pedestrian that was in Walmart and tell him to sign this. So I'm not sure what we were supposed to do with this form. It honestly doesn't make any sense. It just tells us the same thing that he told us in person, except with the write our names down. Yeah, this serves no purpose at all. During the ride back, Derek ripped his apart and then threw it out the window. Once Will got back to my house, he ripped his up and put mine in my trash can. And I mean, I just kept mine because it's fucking hilarious, and I wanted to show it in this video. So yeah, that is the time I got banned from all Walmarts for life, or until Walmart decides to rescind it. But I mean, yep, here I am. I mean, I've gone to Walmart a couple times since then. It's not a fucking big deal. I mean, they're not gonna know my face. They didn't photo scan my face or anything and put it on a wall. I think I'm in the clear. Anyways, moral of the story: don't take your friend's advice for doing stupid things that were popular 2 years ago on YouTube. Not that it mattered, but I mean, like I said, they're not gonna fucking send this slip to all Walmarts and say, watch out for this kid. Here's a picture of him. They don't have a picture of me. They didn't photo scan my face. So catch me at Walmart. I'll probably go there tomorrow and pick up some fruit and make a smoothie or something. But if you see me, say hello. And like I said, since no one's going to see this, now I'm going to be the only one watching my own video just to see if it uploaded correctly. And yeah, let's see if this video gets more than 5 views. And if you somehow found me, I don't know how you would have found me, but by all means, please subscribe. I'm not like begging for subscribers. I'm just reminding you that it'll give me motivation to upload if I'm uploading for one person at least. Yeah. If you enjoy this, I'll be uploading more. See ya. Yeah.